speed is your thing. I saw you stole almost 300 bags in all your professional career. And I think that's the coolest part. You brought this up when we talked at the beginning, but it's good for us as catchers to, hear what everybody else is trying to do to beat us, right? And so thinking about, you're into speed, you're into stealing bases. Talk to us a little bit, maybe one, just like about your process of stealing bags, and then maybe two, what catchers might be doing, to allow you to steal bags at times.
Okay. Let's see. This is a great question. I'm glad we're diving into it. So it depends with what information I have to work with, right? When you're in the major leagues, you have a bunch of different angles. We study the pitchers, their ticks, what their habits are. Are they guys that give away if they're going to go to the plate or pick over with their head? Because some guys are, they go down to the plate, or if they come up and hold, then they pick. And a lot of pitchers don't realize they do that kind of stuff, but sometimes they give away what they're going to do because they're farting around with their head movement.
Mm-hmm.
But I study the pitcher more than anything. The catchers, if I were to not make this about pitchers, but just about catchers and stuff that they give away. Well, first, you're stealing off of a pitcher. I'm a big believer that you're always stealing off of a pitcher. Sometimes catchers can give away some information. Like if I'm at first base and I get a lead, I made it a habit to always peek to the left to see if the catcher was allowing me to see his signs. If he's allowing me to see his signs, I'd keep an eye on that while the pitcher is looking in. And I'd just glance over because, a lot of times that's pickoff right there. And if I see that, then they pick over, I'm like, okay, sweet. I'm in his mitt. He doesn't know it. And I can just be glued in there and see what he's throwing. Because if there's nobody on second base, chances are they're not going to be throwing out sequences. It's going to be very simple. So if I see here, fastball waiting, he throws a fastball, I know a four-seamer's coming. So the next time I see multiple fingers down and the pitcher starts to come set and I know an off-speed pitch is going, in my head, I know that if this guy's quick, like a 1-2, I could probably get him still because the ball's going to come in just a little slower. So if it's a fit guy, like for me as a base runner, I know that if a pitcher was a 1-2-5, for the most part, I felt confident that I'd be able to get there, even if a catcher was a 1-8 to second base. So that was my number. Like Mike Leake, Clayton, Kershaw, those guys shut the running game down. Like Kershaw, because he would just eyeball you and wait, or he'd slide step. He didn't really give you much to work with, and neither did Mike Leake. But I know that was a lot right there that I said I'll stop and pause because there's more stuff that we can talk about when it comes to catchers.
No, that's perfect. Did you have any notice of a tendency of when you did see an off-speed pitch coming, were guys picking off less because they had gotten to their grip?
I can't think of any times when somebody flashed down curveball and threw it where they picked over.
Yeah. Seems like something they'd obviously come up and start to get like dialed in on that grip.
Yeah, some pitchers are robots. I'd say the majority of them are. I mean, they're taught to be that way, right? Like, hey, you don't need to worry about the base runner a whole lot. All right, like give the catcher time to throw the guy out. Some guys aren't thinking about that, and they have a big old leg kick, and they're 1-4 plus of the plate where, Tellez could steal second if the guy's really slow to the plate. But, when it comes to the grip, I can't think of any guys that picked over after I saw them come set for their curveball grip, and if I knew it was coming through, because they're just a lot of pitchers wouldn't pick unless they were given the pick sign.
If you enjoyed that, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll have a new episode for you every single Tuesday here on our YouTube channel and wherever you listen to podcasts.